Hey everybody, this is Tambio and I'm coming at you with another third-party Transformers video review. And this time I have Unique Toys, Maniaking. I want to thank my friend Swole Fury for providing this for me so that I can review it. He's allowing me to review some of his figures and stuff that I didn't get, so thank you very much. Alright, so taking a look at the box, you can see very nice artwork on this. This box is really high quality box. It kind of reminds me of the Transformers like BotCon style boxes, but even better, like thicker, kind of almost higher quality. So take a look at the front of the box right there, and take a look at the side, and you can see Maniaking here in his robot mode. And then there's nothing on the backs here, but you can see the texture on it. It's kind of like a leather texture. And on the side we have him in his alt mode, which is his cannon mode. And then if you look at the top of the box here, we have the Maniaking logo. And then on the bottom we have some warning labels. So I kind of want to open this up. It's really hard. I kind of had it opened a little bit earlier so you can kind of see. I don't want to show you what it kind of looks like inside of here. I don't have the figure in here right now, but this is the foam insert that they have in here, and you can see how thick this stuff is. You can see right here. You can see how thick this cardboard is for the box. This is really good quality. So alright, so let me well, you can already see that he's out of the box. Well, let me go ahead and bring him out and we can check him out. Here's Maniaking out of the box and in his alt mode, which is his cannon. Inside the box he does come with a couple of extra things. He comes with this kind of tech spec card right here. You can see it says, it's kind of hard to see right here, but it says Maniaking down here, and it says it up here. And then if you look at the back, you can see his stats, along with rendering of his head, and then him in his robot mode, or not his robot mode, but his alt mode. And so, looking at this, you can see that there's already right there that there's a misspelling right there, but his strength is all the way maxed out. So and then he also comes with his instruction sheet, which doesn't have all the steps in there, but it's pretty good. I had to have my friend kind of explain it to me a little bit, and I've watched some reviews before, so I kind of know a little bit how things work. So let's go ahead and show this guy off. So very nice purples. Actually, in my camera, it's kind of coming out a little bit darker than normal, or than what I actually have in my hand. So sorry about that. And a couple of things. I kind of mistransformed his head a little bit, just so that it's not hanging down from underneath, because normally when you have it, it's supposed to be kind of like that, but you can see the head a little bit. So if you mistransform it, you can do it like that, and then you don't have, like, if you're looking at it from like this, then you don't see the head. So there's not really much articulation or whatever that you can do with this. He doesn't have any wheels on his tank or anything like that, and this is pretty much what you see is what you get with this guy right here. I think it is a nice representation of him. So let's go ahead and get into the transformation of him, okay? Alright, so we're going to come here, we'll flip these panels up, and then we're going to remove this portion right here. See these two tabs right there? They normally tab in right there. So I'll take that, move that off to the side. And then we're going to come underneath here where the head is. You kind of need to be careful with this a little bit, because his horns are very sharp and they're very thin. You can see how thin that is. Just kind of turning it, you can see you can get lost in there sometimes. So we'll move this forward just a little bit, and we can move that up like so. Kind of, there's it tabs into here, and you can kind of pop that from the back. You can see that there's a little slot right here, and then there's a tab right here. This is kind of a little bit of a pain whenever you're going from his robot mode into his alt mode. You have to push this together and then kind of get it in there just right. You can see that that's kind of, but getting it undone is real easy. So alright, so take that, go like that, and then I'll move these legs down just a little bit so I can get some clearance in here. So push that like that, flip this around like that, flip his head around, take these treads, flip them in like that, tread, flip it in, and then push it together like that. And then you're going to take the arms, fold those apart, and take and flip up this portion right here, and it's going to go up like this. Where's his fist at? Yeah, there's his fist right there. Flip out the fist, and then all this rotates up like this, and then kind of goes together like that. And so let me show you here again. Flip that up, flip the fist out. There's a hinge right here and a hinge right here. So you'll rotate that up like that, and then fold in the kind of arm guard things. And there's, you can see right here that there's some tabs right here, and that tabs into right there on the arm. So you can see on this side too, like that. And then his hands do open up. They're on a single joint right there, so that can open up like that. And then we'll come back over here. We'll take and kind of fold this stuff up into here and fold it like that. And then we'll take, and then at this joint right here, there's a joint right here. We'll take, and you gotta make sure that these shoulders are open, and you want to flip that into there. And then there's a tab right here inside the head, and then there's a hole right there, a peg right there, so you'll tab that in like that, and then you'll push these shoulders in, and then that tabs that backpack together. So then with this portion, you're going to take and flip this down like that, and I want to kind of show you something, that there's a track right here. You see that track? That track right there? Well, that'll come into play a little bit later. So you fold that down, flip this up, and then you'll slide it down on that track. So fold that up to the side like that, and then you have your basic, you know, Galvatron canoe kind of joke thing that everybody always does. So you want to pull that forward like that, and then take and spread these apart, which are kind of his legs, and that'll drop the cannon bit. We'll take that, put that off to the side again, and then so with that, we'll ratchet down a little bit, flip this out like that, and then you're going to want to take this and extend this out a little bit, because it'll extend out, and then you just rotate it around, and make sure you get it out as far as you can before you rotate it around. Then you're going to take it, push that back in, rotate it this way. You can take these and fold these in like that, and then whenever you then transform it into robot mode, it's a little bit of a pain because you have to get it at the right angle. Then you can lock them together, but see how it's kind of a pain. You can leave them like that and just leave it like that, and it doesn't look too bad. It's generally how my friend leaves them. So take and flip the feet forward, and then you can, if you don't have any nails, then you can take and just use a little bit of your thumb pressure right there. And then we'll come back here again, do this leg. So we'll flip that, and then extend this portion right here. You just kind of want to be a little careful. See, it's kind of hung up underneath here, so you got to be careful about that. Go like that, and don't apply any excess pressure. So you just want to be careful with those, because I've seen a couple people, or at least one that I know of, where it's broken. So like I said, just fold that up. You don't really need to lock those into place. They look fairly good like that. So rotate that leg or that foot around, flip it forward like that, and then flip out the heel. And then you want to fold this down, and then you'll take and fold that in like that, fold that in, and then just rotate down the hands. And take down the hands. Push him a little bit further back and pan up a little bit. Alright, and then you have his these two pieces right here, and you can just take these and lock those together like that, and then take this and peg it onto the side of his arm, and there he has his weapon. So there's Maniaking with so there's Maniaking in his robot mode with his weapon attached, and as you can see, he looks really nice. I like this guy. I think maybe if I can find one, I may actually purchase him. I don't know. So we're gonna go for take a quick look at him real quick so you can see all of his detail and everything. And the back doesn't have a lot of kibble or anything like that. It's really nice. It's really sleek. Like I said, the horns are very pointy on there. So looking at his articulation real quick, you have ratcheting joints. So we'll start at the head. The head is on a ball joint. You can look up or down, up, right, left. His arms are on a ball joint, so you can move it, or not a ball joint, it's a ratcheting joint. It's a pretty strong ratcheting joint. And then there's a second joint inside the shoulder that allows you to ratchet up. Then there is a hinge in the bicep, which you can go like that. Then there is a elbow joint right here, and then there's, unfortunately, there's no joint right here in his wrists. I wish there was a wrist swivel. You know, I can understand a lot of the complaints on that, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It's but then coming here to the waist, you have a ratcheting waist swivel. Then coming down here to the legs, you can push this out and push this up to kind of get them out of the way, but it has those two joints again, one that goes into the hips so that you can move it. You can't really move it back because you have this right here. It doesn't move out of the way. It's locked into place, so you can't really move it back. You can just move it forward. And then it has that joint right here where you can move it out, and that's not ratcheting, unfortunately. It looks like it should ratchet, but it doesn't. And then you have a cut right here at the thigh, which allows you to turn it. And then he has a knee joint right here, and then he has another cut right here that allows you to turn the bottom portion of his leg, mainly for transformation stuff. And then right here you have a joint in here that allows you to twist the foot, and then you can go like that down, but you can't really go up, and that's mainly for transformation. And then your heel, you can move your heel if you need extra support for different poses and stuff. So you have that. But like I said, I want to thank my friend Soil Fury for allowing me to review this guy. There's going to be a couple that he's allowed me to review. I'll be bringing them. I'm not going to put a whole bunch up at once. And with that, that'll conclude my review of Maniaking. Don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you next time.